Today I'll be making coriander chili infused biryani. For the marinade, I've got about 3 tablespoons of coriander, which I have pounded roughly. I've got 3 green chilies. I've got some ginger here, a teaspoon of salt, and I've got a teaspoon of each coriander seeds and cumin seeds, which I have pounded, a teaspoon of a black pepper, and a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric. Here in this bowl I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. 1, 2. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of oil, and I'm going to add all the spices. As you may have noticed, I haven't added any garlic because I'm going to roast that separately. So I'm going to give this a quick mix. I'm going to add the chicken to it. I've got a baby chicken here, whole chicken, which I have cleaned and washed. So mix it thoroughly. So I've got a baking pan which was heating up in the oven. So I'm going to add the chicken. Spread the chicken out. I've got 3 cloves of garlic which I'm going to add. Yeah. And I'm just going to cook this on a very high heat in the oven. I just want some colour on the chicken. Here I've got 2 medium-sized onions which I have sliced. I'm going to add this to my pan. I'm going to add some oil. Not too much oil. I'm going to fry this until it's golden brown. So the onions have turned lovely golden brown colour. I'm going to take half of these onions out. So I'm going to take them out. The onions, I'm going to add 2 pieces of dried plum, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and I've got 3 green chilies here which I've chopped, and I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of coriander which I'm going to add, but I'm not going to add all of this. Let's give it a mix and add some water to this. And I'm going to add 2 tomatoes which I have cut in half. And I'm going to cover this. So I'm going to take the tomato skins off. Give it a mix. Mash down the tomatoes. So the chicken is par cooked. It's got a lovely green colour to it. So I'm going to, so the garlic is done as well. So I'm going to squeeze the garlic out. Ouch, it's hot. So I'm going to put the chicken in the sauce. going to add some water to this and scrape up off all the juicy bits. So I'm going to add this to the chicken. Put it on a high heat and cook it down until the oil is separated. So while the chicken is cooking, I am going to cook the rice. So in here I've got half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, half a teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of black peppercorns, a couple of cinnamon sticks, 3 pods of cardamom, 1 star anise. So I'm going to add the whole spices to this pan. I'm going to add some oil, just a tiny bit, not too much. And I'm going to fry this. The aroma is coming from the whole spices as they are frying. So with that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pilau mix. This is very easily available at Asian grocery shops. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Because I'm making 2 cups of rice, I'm going to add 3 cups of water. This is warm water. Bring it to the boil. So while the water is boiling, I'm going to add a couple of strands of saffron. This will give colour as well as aroma. Yeah. So I've drained my rice. This is 2 cups of rice who've been soaking for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to add this. Give it a mix and check the seasoning. Cover this and let it cook at a sort of a medium-high heat. So the water is almost evaporated, not fully. These rice are not fully cooked yet, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the heat down, right down. And I'm going to use my diffuser, which is just a griddle pan. You can use a frying pan if you don't have a diffuser. So I'm going to take half the rice out, spread the rice out, the bottom layer, nice and evenly. I'm going to add the onions. Remember I took out a little bit of that and some coriander. We're just layering it up now. I'm going to add the chicken, spread it out. So another layer of rice. We'll add the onions. And the coriander. So I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cook this for about 20 minutes. On a very, very low heat. So the rice is done. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Look at that. The chicken is perfectly cooked. the aroma coming out from it is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to dish this up now. So this is what it looks like.